somewhat in awe, because for the state to make that investment in that particular area and the way that it was conceptualized was not only unique, but it's something that I felt was a really good opportunity for our city. So it not only provided the financial support, but it also provided a vehicle to empower our local artists and those that really had an ability to select the art to be involved and engaged in that process. And it would really give expression to our city in a way that was very unique to us.
I think that the inspiration is something that our downtowns need. We need to have a sense that things are possible, and the way you're going to do that is not necessarily doing the old, and it's not necessarily about doing what's new. It's about connecting those two things in an active imagination and inspiring people to think it's possible for them to make a difference.
As a naturalized citizen, and also as a citizen of Connecticut for the last close to 20 years now, I can say, and I know that for certain, that art is necessary for any society, for any municipality to survive, because art brings what's deep and most meaningful about reality into the surface, and is really necessary for a successful functioning of contemporary American society.
You know, the investment that we're making in the arts helps to create an economy that's about $250 million of revenue and input of money into the city alone. That stream of commerce funds approximately 7,000 jobs. There's about another $22 million in taxes that come in as a result of that art activity. And I think it fits in very well with the governor's Connecticut's The Revolutionary campaign, because we can't just come up with a catchy phrase and just hope that people will come. It needs to be a very thoughtful, deliberate marketing approach to exploiting all those assets that we have that made us revolutionary, that engraved us into the history of this country in ways that are indelible, but also how it is that we're still revolutionary in terms of what we do.
Real Artways has commissioned and produced more than 30 public art projects in downtown Hartford and in the neighborhoods of Hartford over the last 22 years. We've used the creation of these projects as an opportunity to work with community groups and to link them in with artists, to create something that goes beyond just an isolated artist creating work maybe for themselves and a few friends, to creating something which connects with people, where we work with people and make something that reflects the imagination, not just of the artists, but of the communities themselves.
And from a government management point of view, to be able to give some resources in very strategic points that are revolutionary within themselves is incredible, and I really hope that they can increase the support. And it complements what cities are supposed to do, which is to have the central government support different venues throughout the state that become places where people can meet to have really significant discussions, not just about art, but about other things, about politics, about history, about medicine, science. That's what cities are meant to do. And I think that the
City Canvas Art project fell into my lap in some way, miraculously. That felt like a bold step forward, but to some degree a logical progression of things. So I embraced this and felt like that's exactly what I would rather do at this point, what I would want to do at this point.
When I look at a project like this, it inspires me to do more. One project is not enough. It's about one, and then another, and then another. One idea is not enough. We need multiple ideas, all operating at the same time, inspired by each other. An act of imagination can be the spark that makes our downtowns work.